Today we're going to paint with tissue paper. So you'll have a blank piece of paper on a placemat. You will have a bucket of tissue paper and a water bucket with a paintbrush in it. The first thing you're going to do is choose a few pieces of tissue paper. Just lay them down on the paper however you want them to be. Then you will take your brush out of the water and you will very gently and slowly start brushing the water over the tissue paper onto your piece of paper. This makes the tissue paper stick to the piece of paper, and as you can see, the color is kind of bleeding out a little bit, and it will leave the color behind on the paper after it dries. Sometimes the tissue paper might move or wrinkle, and that's okay. That's why we have to do this really slowly and really carefully, because it wrinkles and moves pretty easily. So you can use one of your hands to hold down a corner of the tissue paper as your other hand carefully paints water over it. Notice how I'm dipping my brush in the water every time I go over a different color, because you will get a little bit of color on your paintbrush and we don't want them all mixed up on the paper. So dip your brush back in the water just to wash it off a little bit before you spread it over another piece of tissue paper. So I'm going to speed up the video now, but know that I'm still going really slow with this, taking my time. You can choose whatever colors you want. You can overlap them. That means put them over other colors. And sometimes when you overlap, the colors will mix. Like I'll do some yellow and blue here. And if you remember what yellow and blue make, green, you'll see that green in the middle. So you can mix colors if you overlap your pieces of tissue paper. So keep going until your paper is mostly filled up with tissue paper. Then you can put your brush back in the water and you will take your, and make sure the tissue paper is back in the bucket. Then you'll take your paper right on top of the placemat, so paper and placemat together, and you will bring it to the drying rack.